guys, are back in the brand new video. Today we're gonna have a look at the Danny version 4.2. For those who don't know, Apple has released the brand new AirPods Pro 2s with the USB-C port. So right now we do have the version 4.2, version 5.1, and the version 5.2 Tag Builder with the USB-C port as well. AliExpress is now having their Black Friday sale. So basically for every $20 that you spent, you will get $4 off, up to $16. And this huge discount is pretty much on every item on AliExpress, and it ends on November 29th. All the details will be down below in the description, and also there's a giveaway. 3 winners. Check out the description for more info. So when it comes to the specification of the Danny version 4.2, like I said, you'll have the brand new USB-C charging port, and also included in the box you will get the USB-C charging cable. Other than that, you will have Bluetooth 5.2. We do have ear detection, pressure control, ANC Transparency Mode. Spatial audio does work, but only in fixed mode. The Danny version 4.2 does also have MagSafe wireless charging case. The magnets on the case obviously is not going to be as strong as the originals. Battery life on these will last up to 3.5 to 4 hours, maybe pushing to 4 hours and a half depending on the volume you're going to listen to. And of course, if you do have ANC or Transparency Mode turned on or not. Included in the package, you may or may not receive an encased lanyard. This depends if the seller decides to include it, but for me, he did include it in the box. And of course, once you receive the earbuds, they should be in this double box. Here are the Danny version 4.2. And of course, going around the box, you can see that we've got all the writings. You can actually feel the bump on top of the box. On the side, we do have the 2 stickers with some informations right here, so the AirPods Pros. And in the back, we do have the brand new design right here with the USB-C port and 2 pull tabs. So the Danny version 4.2 is a budget option. Of course, it will support iOS 17 and Android devices. For Android users, unfortunately, does not really have an Android supported app compared to the Danny version 5.1 and Danny version 5.2 Tag Builder. Anyways, let's check these out. But as you can see, once again, have a quick look of the round of the box. Looks pretty much like the originals. And let's check out the pull tabs. Now the pull tabs, of course, are not as easy to remove as the originals, but they do look very similar. And let's peel it off. So the first thing you'll see once you open the box is going to be the pen flip that says designed by Apple in California. And inside right here, we're going to get a few manuals with instructions. After that, we've got the earbuds, the Danny version 4.2 wrapped in a plastic. We've then got the ear tips right here with the tray holding the AirPods. Here are the ear tips themselves with the extra small, small, and large. You can see the writings right there, extra small, small, and large. Finally, in the box, we will have the brand new braided USB-C cable. The cable does actually feel pretty nice. I really like it. And as you can see, they've actually have the same design. Now when it comes to the quality of the box of the Danny version 4.2, it is a little bit more higher quality than compared to the Lightning version of the version 4.2. Let's check them out. Here, remove the plastic. And here is a close-up look of the charging case, and of course the brand new USB-C port, charging port at the bottom, the speakers, and of course the metal hinge right here, and the engravings at the back. It says designed by Apple in California, assembled in China, and a parent button in the back. You open up the lid, you'll hear the actual speaker. Unfortunately, there's no way for you to deactivate the speaker itself. This is how it looks inside of the case. And of course, it does have the reverse magnetic hinge. You'll need some force to close the actual lid. And here is the inside of the case with the charging pins at the bottom. Having a closer look at the earbuds themselves, you can see that it does have a very similar design with the mesh, the actual sensors right here. At the bottom, we do have the engravings. It's the same charging mechanism with the chrome ring and the white plastic with the left and right indicator. If we do remove the ear tips, it is a little bit hard to remove them, as you can tell. compared to the originals. And as you can see, this is how it looks. If it is very difficult to remove, maybe you can get like a little knife and then try to pry it a little bit without actually breaking the ear tips. For those wondering, this version right here does not have the quick switch feature up to 2 devices. Unfortunately, this is not available on the budget option. But if you do want that feature, you can either get the version 5.1 or the version 5.2 Tiger Builder. So currently I'm on iOS 17.1.1. Let's test out these earbuds. So what we're going to do is simply open up the lid. We get the pop-up animation right away. We're going to do simply tap on connect. Hold the pink button in the back until it says connecting. And of course you'll see the white amber light. As you can see, it is connected. We heard the little noise from the case. And here is the battery percentage of the earbuds. And of course of the case, as you can tell. Of course we also have the widget right there. We've got the earbuds right there with the AirPods Pros. And of course if you go to the Bluetooth settings, you can change the name to whatever you want. We've got ANC Transparency Mode. You can also change the pressure controls, turn off air detection, and of course we've got some info right here of the product. So whenever you put the earbuds in your ears, you do have that air detection sound, very similar to the originals. Right now I'm going to test out the sound quality to see how good they sound. We're going to see if it has too much bass or not enough clarity. We'll see if it's any good or not. ANC and spatial audio is off at 50% volume. So when it comes to the sound quality of the Denny version 4.2, I believe that they do sound pretty good. For a budget option, I was pretty impressed by the sound quality because it does actually have some pretty great punchy bass with some great clarity. But of course, the Denny version 5.2 Tiger Builder still have better sound quality than these, a little bit more bass than these, but once again, you gotta consider that these are some budget option earbuds, and for about $37, I've got to say that they do sound pretty good. When it comes to air detections, you can see that it does actually work. So if I do remove the right side, it pauses right away. Put it back in my right ear, it plays, and if I remove the left side, it pauses. Put it back in my left ear, it does actually play. This is the microphone test of the Denny version 4.2 with a brand new USB-C port. This is exactly how it's gonna sound like if you were making a phone call or if you were in a meeting. This is me basically speaking at a normal tone, normal level. Basically this is exactly how it's gonna sound like. This is a completely raw audio coming straight through the microphones of the Denny version 4.2. So right now I'm going to be testing ANC Transparency Mode, starting with Transparency Mode. So Transparency Mode does actually work. You can actually hear my surroundings. Obviously it's not as good as the Denny version 5.2 Tiger Builder, but for $37 for a budget option, this is pretty decent. Let's test out ANC. Obviously it's not very powerful. If you do have the budget, of course I would say go with the version 5.2 Tiger Builder, but for those who are not really concerned about ANC and Transparency Mode but prefers just having an earbud, a Bluetooth earbuds for maybe younger users, especially if you think you're going to be losing these, drop it off out of your pocket, then maybe these are the ones for you. So fixed mode does actually work. Head tracking. So head tracking spatial audio does not work, but the fixed mode does actually work. It does make the audio do sound a little bit more cinematic. As you can see, the Bluetooth earbuds do appear in the Find My app, but unfortunately, when it comes to the Find My features, it is not going to be as accurate as the original ones, and of course you won't have precision finding. Just guys, these are the Denny version 4.2. Overall, these are pretty good for a budget option. For those who have a really low budget, or for those who tend to lose their Bluetooth earbuds, I think these are pretty good for them. And for those who have a younger user, this will also be a pretty good option for them. Now once again, to recap, ANC and Transparency Mode are pretty decent on this budget option. ANC is not that great, it's actually pretty weak, but for those who don't really care about ANC, I think that this is going to be a pretty good option for them. When it comes to Transparency Mode, it does actually work, but once again, it's not that great. For those who prefer stronger ANC, better Transparency Mode, I would obviously recommend the Denny version 5.2 Tiger Builder. So yeah, I'll have all the links down below in the description where you guys can check these out. And And also AliExpress do have their Black Friday sale until November 29th. And finally, I do still have a giveaway that's still running, so check out all the info down below in the descriptions. And if you guys got any questions concerning this product, comment below in this video and I'll try to answer them. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to be subscribed, like this video, and I'll catch you guys very soon. Peace out.